PR is a critical part of the marketing mix, which is going to be essential in a post-COVID world to help brands capture attention, regain confidence, and build desire and trust. Since March 2020, the UK has seen a surge in demand for content from trusted media brands, with many titles seeing increased online traffic, an uptick in on-demand TV viewing, podcast listens, and a changing print landscape. So how can you leverage the vast and powerful UK media to drive demand for your brand? Here are our 6 PR tips. 1. Know your audience. Do you have a clear understanding of the consumers you want to target, their behaviour and their demographics? If so, this can be mapped across the media landscape. You may find that the traditional travel pages in a national newspaper are the most efficient way to talk to them, or it might be a small circulation title or podcast on a certain passion point. We can help you identify this. 2. Integrate. Many make the mistake of thinking of PR as just the top of funnel awareness tool. When used correctly, it can actually be used right along the path to purchase to encourage consumers to book. One of the overlooked benefits of editorial coverage is how it can help you develop valuable SEO links. You can talk to your digital teams and identify which UK websites have sent you the best traffic before, both in terms of volume and the behaviour you then see on site. You can target these outlets as your first priority with more stories to deliver the kind of quality traffic you're looking for. You can also repurpose assets that are used for pitching to media for use in your own social channels, and also shared with partners to use in theirs. 3. Stand out. You need to earn attention with PR, and that can be through being surprising, entertaining, or useful. How does your brand or your destination answer a need from a consumer, or play into a trend, or perhaps show us something about behaviour that we haven't seen before, or spark an emotion? What can we do to accentuate that, perhaps through a time-limited offer or an event or research? Does your own booking data show an interesting story about behaviour patterns? What we need to do with any story is run it through the so what test. Will people be interested? Would you tell your friends that story? 4. Use your people. People are often the greatest asset of any company, and it's the same with PR. We are more likely to remember a story with a human face attached to it, and ultimately consumers want to know they'll meet interesting and friendly locals when they travel. Perhaps you have a brilliant chef that we could use to share recipes, or it might be a wildlife tour guide who's great with photography that can share tips, or perhaps a GM who has an interesting take or comment on a key trend. 5. Collaborate. In these current times, it's never been more important to have strong partnerships. We work with operators and airlines in market to really be as strong as possible together, share news, support trips, drive leads, as well as finding partnerships with complementary brands and destinations to make every pound go as far as possible. 6. Make it easy for media. Journalists are often bombarded with hundreds of press releases each day and up against tight deadlines. So what they want is great information, quick and concisely delivered. We make it easier by thinking about our client stories in terms of the headlines of the media titles that we're pitching to. We get keywords into headlines and subject titles. We make sure there's really strong visuals to go with the story. When it comes to images, obviously great images really help, and they need to be shared in a way that's useful. So we transfer links are generally hated because they always expire just when they're needed. Dropbox links are much better. Have you captioned the images with the important location and credit use in both the title of the JPEG and also in the metadata? And also, can you communicate your story in one line? After all, the elevator pitch was designed by a journalist trying to get his editor's attention, so getting that story across quickly and concisely is really key. If you'd like to talk about any of these trends or how PR can help you drive demand in the UK, please do get in touch.